What's poppin', y'all? The streamers are mad at Doechii's newest track, which is like, what the hell? Why are they even listening to it? Now, she does throw a couple of shots at them, but one thing that I can say is this was hilarious to witness. So first off, there's been this back and forth between Doechii and Adin Ross that started a very, very long time ago. So his reaction, I'm going to play for you guys right now.
I'm going about Doechii tomorrow, but I ain't gonna have that dumb fat, sorry, she's not fat, that dumb, that botted, dude, that stupid, smelly. She dropped from
Stop talking about the black
I
queen.
don't give a about none of that. Yo, let me tell you something right now.
I'm mad because she made it. No bots.
Look at her monthly listeners right now. That went from 60 million to 20 million.
She blew up.
For what? For
making
what?
music.
Cradling and like, what are you talking
Yo,
about?
why am I not live, bro?
Well, you're not? Well, listen, I'm doubling down, bro. Doechii, you're a horrible musician. You suck at music. That's why you fell off and you're coming at me, a streamer.
Doechii, he's hating. You won Grammys for a reason.
Man, it was a rigged Grammy. What the f***? Name me 3 Doechii songs right now. Besides the one she sampled. 3.
Anxiety.
That's the one she sampled.
Yeah,
so name 3. You can't do it.
On the block throwing that.
You know why? Exactly. That's what you're known for. You're known for throwing.
No, that's a lyric, gang. Chill.
That's all she's known for, allegedly, in my opinion.
So you're probably like, damn, why is this such a brutal reaction of just hate and vitriol coming for the song with SZA and Doechii? Well, this is my theory behind it. So I think Adin Ross, there was a frustration from him when Anxiety was everywhere. Anxiety was a very big song, but it was a hated song too. It was a double-edged sword. So for Adin Ross, he was one of those people that's like, who the hell is this chick? Why is everybody listening to her? And some people interpreted that as hate. However, it did lean more towards, oh, she's an industry plant after a while. And my belief is that it's Adin Ross's allegiance to Drake, as well as his hate and his disdain for Kendrick Lamar. So when he saw that Doechii was with Kendrick Lamar, he just associates them together, and he's just riding for his man's Drake. So I think that puts him more towards the side of like, yo, screw this chick, I don't like her. Well, the bars that he's referring to, because there's another streamer that goes in on her too, which I'm like, yo, what's up with this? Is she says the following: all that industry plant-ish whack, I see it on the blogs, I see you in the chats. You suck every rap dude D from the back, but what's the agenda when the it girl black? Y'all can't fathom that I worked this hard, and y'all can't fathom that I earned this chart. These dudes misogynistic, I'll address it on the album. For now, let's sink into the fact that hate don't make you powerful. And one of the quotes that Adin Ross, and this is also why they got attached together, is he said, what an entitled, unintelligent piece of ish she is. She has zero talent. And this is one thing that I dislike when people don't like someone and then they try and say like, oh, this person's terrible at this. Hey, Doechii is not untalented. Like, Doechii is very, very talented. Her Alligator Bites Never Heal album, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, is very good. Like, we're not, hey, this is the problem. Is she an industry plant? Yeah, hell yeah, she is. But are we going to say that album also sucks and she's not talented? No. Like, no, we're not going to say that. We're not going to sit here and lie. And this song is a pretty solid song. It's good. I mean, I like SZA's music. Now, SZA's behavior on social media, that's a whole different story. But you see how we can hold two things that are not contradicting whatsoever? It's like, yeah, SZA's on social media, keep that on the other side. SZA's music, that's going in the headphones for sure. Now, this song as a whole, and I didn't see the Adin Ross diss in the beginning, but I think when she's like, she throws chats and then she's talking about, he's always with the who is a streamer that's always with rappers? It's Adin Ross. Now, the problem is when she's trying to do the whole like, oh yeah, the it girl is black. I think that's where I think it lends itself more towards her fan base, because also one thing is another streamer reacted to this. Stable Ronaldo reacted to this. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't understand what's so hard for people to admit that they're an industry plant. It's a very easy concept. When you sign to a label, when you sign with an agency, when you sign with anything, certain people are bad. They have bad intentions. They try to push you, and they try to push you so hard to the point where they cheat the system. That's a real thing. That's a real thing with actors. That's a real thing with streamers. I'm not going to say names. That's a real thing with streamers, and that's a real thing with musicians. I don't understand. No, but genuinely serious. It's like a real thing. I don't understand. Does Doechii not realize that it's a real thing, industry plants, and she's an industry plant? Like, I'm confused. Like, you do not make good music. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't understand. It's a hard concept. Nobody here is listening to this. You think you could just get this song cleared from the people who originally made this beat? No, you had a label do it, stole it, and got pushed on TikTok. This is garbage. This is the work. This song is like actually meant for like theater kids. That's why you lost 40 million Spotify listeners. I guess it says 300 million views. Come on, guys, man. You're gonna see this, and you're gonna see this with a lot of artists. You're gonna see this with a lot of actors. You're gonna see this with a lot of people. They come, they go. It's very easy to see when someone is an industry plant. It's not because they have talent. Hey, Doechii, you might have talent to the theater kids. I'm gonna be honest with you, but this music is garbage.
Now, with all due respect, this goof troop over here is talking about, oh, like, this is, who's listening to this? This is for theater kids. Number one, why is this guy reacting to this? This is the thing. Like, these people you are not the target audience for Doechii. You do not like Doechii's music. Why are you listening to it? Why are you reacting to it? Why are you further promoting it? And this is one thing that I liked about this song that I do want to see more of, and Doechii alluded that she would be covering this more on the album, is her just addressing everything that she's been going through for the past year or so. I think she has been one of the most overhated artists of the past year and a half. Like, I've said that. One thing that I will not step back down on is the fact that she's an industry plant. Yes, you guys signed her early on. You put a ton of money into her, and then you blew her up. And then the Grammy thing, that whole Grammy nomination thing was a little bit sus for somebody such a small artist. Now, some people can say, well, who's also a Grammy winner? Killer Mike. Killer Mike's not the most popular guy. Is he an industry plant? Well, this is the difference. Killer Mike's been doing this for forever. Killer Mike didn't just drop his first mixtape album, whatever you want to call it, and suddenly he's Grammy nominated. That didn't happen. And especially with no commercial success behind it as well. So this guy, he's talking about like theater kids and this and that. Was this guy a Tyler the Creator fan? Because Tyler the Creator is like, she's in the same genre of artist. That's her biggest inspiration. And I would not be surprised if this stable Ronaldo guy grew up listening to Odd Future. So him just hating on her, saying this sucks. This doesn't suck. Like, listen, stay in your lane, all right? With all due respect, of course. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it. But it's also not meant for you, because in the lyrics, she even says towards the end, in the verse 3, she says, help God keep me from the bitterness. Help me reach the masses. All the black women gon' feel this ish. Does this guy look like a black woman here? That Ronaldo, you are not a black woman. So this isn't for theater kids, all right? So that's who she's telling you. Maybe if you listen to the whole song, he would, and actually, interpreted it or just read the lyrics, he would hear that. That's who she is trying to target. That is who she wants to identify with her. This is, most female rappers are not making music for guys either, because let's keep it a buck. Ronaldo, how many female, or even Adin Ross, how many female rappers have they listened to? Or are they consistently listening to? Like, okay, give me your Spotify history. Okay, let's run through this. How many solo female rap songs are you listening to? The answer is probably not very much, if any at all. So if you're not listening to female rappers at all, how are you going to diss her for being trash when she's making a product that you're not a consumer of? It's like when all of those like quote unquote woke people would be trying to cancel certain video games or certain products that they're not consumers or fans of whatsoever. And they're just trying to take it down. It's like, you're not even the customer base. So how are you going to harm the product? And they did fold a bunch of different times. Now, things have changed a little bit, as we've seen in the past year or so. But I think it's just whack that she's getting this much hate. Like, yeah, she's an industry plant. We were going to talk about that. And we're going to see what the album... she also went on tour, too. The tour was decent. But when Adin Ross was talking about, oh, she went from 60 million monthly listeners to 20 million, this is also another thing. Do I think botting was involved? I think botting is involved for everybody. So to try to just throw her under the bus, it's unfair. Granted, with the anxiety situation, there was... I wouldn't say shady. There was a lot of industry stuff going on with that, considering the fact that the original song was dropped with Sleepy Hollow. So that's also something that I don't think Ronaldo knew is, yeah, they already had it cleared when it was a Sleepy Hollow song. They had the sample cleared. So yeah, it's going to be easy to clear it again, but for it to re-release under... just Doechii, the umbrella of Doechii, or just Doechii as a solo act without Sleepy Hollow involved. And yes, she needs a record label to get a song cleared. That's how everything works. Like, what do you mean? I mean, that most of the people that he listens to need a record label to get songs cleared as well. Like, well, we got independent artists phoning. How's somebody going to make music and tour if they're constantly chasing whoever the hell owns the rights to the sample that they're using? Let's be for real here. And Academics actually had a balanced take on this, which I'm going to play you guys right now.
At Adin Ross, or even if you had to take aim at me, because when Adin Ross said his comments about you, it felt a little bit mean-spirited. Felt like, he was putting you down. Number one, Adin isn't racist, but he felt like he was putting you down because maybe out of ignorance. Like, who the heck is this? You may have used the B word. It's like, who the heck is this? But I don't believe it's because you're the it girl that's black. I think there's a lot of, and I hope Doechii doesn't have this Meg Thee Stallion syndrome. You know what the Meg Thee Stallion syndrome is? She can't believe that people don't like her as much as she thinks people should. And and she turns that into, oh, y'all are just hating. So if Doechii could understand that, she'd realize that there's still some more work to do. There's still some more work to do. Take it as a challenge. Keep it going. But this idea that, and she said she's going to get into it more in the album, that everybody's going to be just over this industry plant thing. No, Doechii, people think you're a plant because you have plant tendencies. You win all the award shows. Like, people have heard either a handful or maybe none of your songs, yet you seem to be the most, overhyped. We're seeing things that would normally take an artist 10 years. You're doing it out the gate. And then usually the thing about hip-hop is that you could feel a movement. You could feel something that's happening around you, whether you're into that song or you're into that shit at all. And the thing with Doechii is we can't really pinpoint it, and that's the problem. Okay? Doechii, I'm wishing you luck. I'm hoping for the best for you, but I will say that abundantly, these questions that people have for you aren't just based in hate or people not liking you because you're a black woman. And please don't turn into that. There's a few artists that they then blame any shortcoming on, oh, it's just because people don't like dark-skinned women. Don't do that. But I will say, I hope she takes it as a challenge. There's more work to do. I'm not offended by what she said here. She's allowed to pop her when people say about her. But I hope she realizes it's not just hate, but you got much more work to do. People think you're a plant, not because they hate, but because they're confused. Okay? Chat, I got an appointment I got to get to. I got to go meet up with some people. And I unfortunately do got to run. I love y'all. And I want to say thank y'all for tuning in today. I didn't get to all my topics, but we will make up for it tomorrow. So I apologize for that. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Till next time, until tomorrow. We're at the end of the year. We didn't even do none of the wrap-up stuff today. So we're going to be limited on topics, and we got to do wrap-up tomorrow for the end of the year. Okay, chat, I'm sorry. I know it's only a 3 hour and 20-minute stream, but I will see y'all tomorrow. All right? I love y'all.
So I think he had more of a fair take, and I'm very interested in seeing what Doechii has to say, but also for the comment about the botting and the 60 million to 20 million. Every single artist that has a massive hit song that is being streamed everywhere on the top of the charts, they are going to get tens of millions more monthly listeners. Why? Because more people are discovering the song. It's getting widespread. Eventually, you get to a point where it's reached critical mass. Like the song with Bruno Mars and Rose. They're not going to hear Opt again. It's everyone that's was going to hear it has heard it. So what's going to happen after that? It's slowly going to taper off and fall down. And their monthly listeners are going to do the same unless they come with another smash global hit. So the monthly listener drop is completely understandable. And the fact that she's still at 20 million monthly listeners with no new music dropped should be impressive. We're just talking about botting at that scale is unreal. And the frustration that you had with seeing anxiety everywhere means that it wasn't botted. Because you're seeing it on your feed. It feels unavoidable. If it was just botted, you would just see the numbers look high, as opposed to it being inescapable. So I think that's also a metric that people don't. You should look into this for new hits. If you guys remember, a couple of years ago, there was a producer that did a song or a remix or something with Jason Derulo. I don't remember what the song was, but I think it was Jaws. That was the name of the producer or the song. He had some song with Jason Derulo, and that banged on TikTok. It was huge. That page got like 32 million monthly listeners because so many people were listening to that song. So many unique people were listening to that song. And the monthly listeners certainly dropped like 85% because, number one, that person didn't have much of a catalog that people could continue listening to. And once they got done with that song, that was that. And his monthly listeners dropped because of that. And there's like a life cycle of a song for most casual listeners. So when you have a hit like Doechii, it's how many of these casual listeners can you adopt into staying and listening to your music. Doechii, fortunately for her, she had a bit of a cast. She had a mixtape out. She had enough music to where people are going to continue listening to her. And the fact that she's still maintaining that high monthly listener for a relatively new artist is something that should be applauded. And I think it's just like the whole I understand the angle of her saying like, oh, these dudes misogynistic. It's just female rappers just don't appeal to 99.9% of males. That's just is what it is. It's a market thing. The people marketing her know that. And they're using these males to hate on her because it's just going to promote her more, and it's going to make the girls want to support her even more because they're like, oh, they're hating on our girl. So it makes her fan base stronger. And it's kind of like this, it's this feedback loop where like all these guys like Adin Ross and them hate on her, and then the girls support her even more, and then she gets even bigger, and then they hate on her more, and it's just feeding this machine that's just making Doechii bigger and more profitable, which I like Doechii being bigger, to be honest. I mean, she's a good artist. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.